Book Snapshot.
Welcome back to Book Snapshot, the channel where we take the world's most powerful books and distill them into actionable insights that you can apply to your life today. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our deep dives into life-changing literature. And to our returning viewers, thank you for being part of the Book Snapshot community. Today, we are unpacking a true masterpiece. A book that has sold over 30 million copies worldwide and has transformed the lives of millions, from top CEOs to everyday people looking to improve their relationships. I'm talking about Dale Carnegie's timeless classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly command a room, build deep connections, and persuade others without ever seeming pushy? What is their secret? Well, stick around, because over the next 20 minutes, we are going to break down Carnegie's exact blueprint for human relations. We'll cover the fundamental techniques for handling people, the 6 ways to make people like you, how to win people to your way of thinking, and how to be a true leader. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below right now and let me know. What is the biggest challenge you face when communicating with others? Is it networking, resolving conflicts, or maybe just making a good first impression? Let's get a discussion going in the comments. All right, grab a notebook and a pen, because you're going to want to remember this. Let's dive into how to win friends and influence people. Hashtag Part 1. Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Dale Carnegie kicks off the book with a profound truth about human nature. People are driven by emotion, not logic. We are creatures of pride and ego. To handle people effectively, we must master 3 fundamental techniques. Principle 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Carnegie famously said, "Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, and most fools do." Criticism is futile because it puts a person on the defensive and usually makes them strive to justify themselves. It wounds a person's precious pride, hurts their sense of importance, and arouses resentment. Think about a time you were harshly criticized. Did it make you want to change, or did it make you want to fight back? Instead of condemning people, let's try to understand them. Let's try to figure out why they do what they do. That's a lot more profitable and intriguing than criticism. And it breeds sympathy, tolerance, and kindness. As Dr. Johnson said, "God himself, sir, does not propose to judge man until the end of his days. Why should you and I?" Principle 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. What is the deepest urge in human nature? According to psychologist William James, it is the craving to be appreciated. People will go to extraordinary lengths to feel important. If you can fulfill that hunger in others, you will hold the key to their hearts. But there is a massive difference between appreciation and flattery. Flattery is shallow, selfish, and insincere. Comes from the teeth out. Appreciation is deep, unselfish, and sincere. Comes from the heart out. Carnegie urges us to leave a friendly trail of little sparks of gratitude on our daily trips. You will be surprised how they will set small flames of friendship that will be rose beacons on your next visit. Principle 3. Arouse in the other person an eager want. The only way on earth to influence other people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. If you want to persuade someone to do something, you must first ask yourself, how can I make this person want to do it? Henry Ford famously said, "If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own." When you go fishing, you don't bait the hook with strawberries and cream just because you like them. You bait the hook with worms because that's what the fish want. Apply this same logic to human interactions. Speak to their desires, and you will have the world on your side. Now that we understand the fundamentals, how do we actually get people to like us? Carnegie outlines 6 incredibly practical ways to build instant rapport and lasting friendships. Number 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. People are not interested in you. They are not interested in me. They are interested in themselves morning, noon, and after dinner. To make friends, you must put yourself out to do things for other people. things that require time, energy, unselfishness, and thoughtfulness. Number 2, smile. Sounds so simple, yet it is so powerful. A smile says, I like you. You make me happy. I am glad to see you. The effect of a genuine smile is powerful, even when it is unseen. Telephone companies used to tell their operators to smile while talking on the phone because the caller can hear the smile in the voice. Your smile is a messenger of your goodwill. It brightens the lives of all who see it. Number 3. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. People are so proud of their names that they strive to perpetuate them at any cost. When you remember a name and call it easily, you have paid a subtle and very effective compliment. But if you forget it or misspell it, you have placed yourself at a sharp disadvantage. Make it a habit to learn names, repeat them in conversation, and associate them with the person's face or characteristics. Number 4, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Asterisk asterisk. If you want to be a good conversationalist, be an attentive listener. To be interesting, be interested. Ask questions that other persons will enjoy answering. Encourage them to talk about themselves and their accomplishments. Remember that the people you are talking to are 100 times more interested in themselves and their wants and problems than they are in you and your problems. A person's toothache means more to that person than a famine in China which kills 1 million people. Number 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. The royal road to a person's heart is to talk about the things he or she treasures most. Before Theodore Roosevelt had a visitor, he would stay up late the night before reading up on the subject he knew his guest was particularly interested in. By talking about what the other person cares about, you establish an immediate connection and show that you value them. Number 6. Make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. Always make the other person feel important. The golden rule is to treat others as you would want to be treated. How do you want to be treated? You want the approval of those with whom you come in contact. You want recognition of your true worth. You want a feeling that you are important in your little world. So, give that to others. Notice the good in people and point it out. We've covered how to handle people and how to make them like you. But what happens when you need to persuade someone or resolve a disagreement? Carnegie provides 12 principles to win people to your way of thinking without causing resentment. 1. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Asterisk asterisk. 9 times out of 10, an argument ends with each of the contestants more firmly convinced than ever that he is absolutely right. You can't win an argument. If you lose it, you lose it. And if you win it, you lose it. Why? Because you have made the other person feel inferior. You have hurt their pride. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. Avoid arguments like you would avoid rattlesnakes and earthquakes. 2. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say, "You're wrong." Telling someone they are wrong is a direct blow to their intelligence, pride, and self-respect. It will make them want to strike back, but it will never make them want to change their mind. If you are going to prove anything, don't let anybody know it. Do it so subtly, so adroitly, that no one will feel that you are doing it. Use phrases like, "I may be wrong. I frequently am. Let's examine the facts." 3. If you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Asterisk asterisk. When we are right, let's try to win people gently and tactfully to our way of thinking. When we are wrong, and that will be surprisingly often if we are honest with ourselves, let's admit our mistakes quickly and with enthusiasm. Saying, "I was wrong" takes courage, but it yields astonishing results. It clears the air of guilt and defensiveness and often prompts the other person to be equally open and forgiving. 4. Begin in a friendly way. Asterisk asterisk. If your temper is aroused and you tell him a thing or two, you will have a fine time unloading your feelings. But what about the other person? Will they share your pleasure? Will your belligerent tones and hostile attitude make it easy for them to agree with you? If you come at me with your fists doubled, I think I can promise you that mine will double as fast as yours. But if you come to me and say, "Let us sit down and take counsel together," we will find that we are not so far apart after all. A drop of honey catches more flies than a gallon of gall. 5. Get the other person saying yes, yes immediately. Asterisk asterisk. When talking with people, don't begin by discussing the things on which you differ. Begin by emphasizing and keep on emphasizing the things on which you agree. Keep emphasizing, if possible, that you are both striving for the same end and that your only difference is one of method and not of purpose. Get the other person saying yes, yes at the outset. Keep your opponent, if possible, from saying no, and no response is a most difficult handicap to overcome. 6. Let the other person do a great deal of the talking. Asterisk asterisk. Most people trying to win others to their way of thinking do too much talking themselves. Let the other people talk themselves out. They know more about their business and problems than you do. So ask them questions. Let them tell you a few things. If you disagree with them, you may be tempted to interrupt. But don't. It is dangerous. They won't pay attention to you while they still have a lot of ideas of their own crying for expression. Listen patiently and with an open mind. 7. Let the other person feel that the idea is his or hers. Asterisk asterisk. Don't you have much more faith in ideas that you discover for yourself than in ideas that are handed to you on a silver platter? If so, isn't it bad judgment to try to ram your opinions down the throats of other people? Isn't it wiser to make suggestions and let the other person think out the conclusion? No one likes to feel that they are being sold something or told to do a thing. We much prefer to feel that we are buying of our own accord or acting on our own ideas. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Asterisk asterisk. Remember that other people may be totally wrong, but they don't think so. Don't condemn them. Any fool can do that. Try to understand them. Only wise, tolerant, exceptional people even try to do that. There is a reason why the other man thinks and acts as he does. Ferret out that reason, and you have the key to his actions, perhaps to his personality. 9. Be sympathetic with the other person's ideas and desires. Asterisk asterisk. Wouldn't you like to have a magic phrase that would stop arguments, eliminate ill feeling, create goodwill, and make the other person listen attentively? Here it is. I don't blame you one iota for feeling as you do. If I were you, I would undoubtedly feel just as you do. An answer like that will soften the most cantankerous old cuss alive. 10. Appeal to the nobler motives. Asterisk asterisk. People usually have two reasons for doing a thing, one that sounds good and a real one. The person himself will think of the real reason. You don't need to emphasize that, but all of us, being idealists at heart, like to think of motives that sound good. So, in order to change people, appeal to the nobler motives. Assume that they are sincere, honest, and willing to do the right thing once they are convinced it is the right thing to do. 11. Dramatize your ideas. Asterisk asterisk. This is the day of dramatization. Merely stating a truth isn't enough. The truth has to be made vivid, interesting, dramatic. You have to use showmanship. The movies do it. Television does it. And you will have to do it if you want attention. Whether you are proposing a new business strategy or trying to get your kids to clean their room, find a way to make your point visually and emotionally compelling. 12. Throw down a challenge. Asterisk asterisk. When nothing else works, try this. Stimulate competition. Not in a sordid, money-getting way, but in the desire to excel. The way to get things done is to stimulate competition. That is what every successful person loves. The game. The chance for self-expression. The chance to prove his or her worth, to excel, to win. That is what makes foot races and hog-calling and pie-eating contests. The desire to excel. The desire for a feeling of importance. In the final section of the book, Carnegie addresses leadership. A true leader must often correct mistakes and guide behavior. But how do you do this without crushing morale? Here are the 9 principles of effective leadership. 1. Begin with praise and honest appreciation. Asterisk asterisk. It is always easier to listen to unpleasant things after we have heard some praise of our good points. A barber lathers a man before he shaves him. A dentist who is about to drill a tooth often gives Novocaine first. Beginning with praise is like the dentist who begins with Novocaine. The patient still gets a drilling, but the Novocaine is pain-killing. 2. Call attention to people's mistakes indirectly. Asterisk asterisk. Many people begin their criticism with sincere praise followed by the word, but, and ending with a critical statement. For example, "We're really proud of you, John, for raising your grades this term, but if you had worked harder on your algebra, the results would have been better." John might feel encouraged until he hears the word, but he might then question the sincerity of the original praise. This could be easily overcome by changing the word "but" to "and." "We're really proud of you, John, for raising your grades this term, and by continuing the same conscientious efforts next term, your algebra grade can be up with all the others." 3. Talk about your own mistakes before criticizing the other person. Asterisk asterisk. It isn't nearly so difficult to listen to a recital of your faults if the person criticizing begins by humbly admitting that he, too, is far from impeccable. Admitting one's own mistakes, even when one hasn't corrected them, can help convince somebody to change their behavior. 4. Ask questions instead of giving direct orders. Asterisk asterisk. No one likes to take orders. Asking questions not only makes an order more palatable, it often stimulates the creativity of the persons whom you ask. People are more likely to accept an order if they have had a part in the decision that caused the order to be issued. Instead of saying "do this" or "don't do that," try saying, "You might consider this," or "Do you think that would work?" 5. Let the other person save face. Asterisk asterisk. Saving face. How important, how vitally important that is, and how few of us ever stop to think of it. We ride roughshod over the feelings of others, getting our own way, finding fault, issuing threats, criticizing a child or an employee in front of others, without even considering the hurt to the other person's pride. Whereas a few minutes' thought, a considerate word or two, a genuine understanding of the other person's attitude, would go so far toward alleviating the sting. 6. Praise the slightest improvement and praise every improvement. Asterisk asterisk. Be hearty in your approbation and lavish in your praise. When criticism is minimized and praise emphasized, the good things people do will be reinforced and the poorer things will atrophy for lack of attention. Abilities wither under criticism. They blossom under encouragement. 7. Give the other person a fine reputation to live up to. Asterisk asterisk. If you want to improve a person in a certain respect, act as though that particular trait were already one of his or her outstanding characteristics. Shakespeare said, "Assume a virtue if you have it not." And it might be well to assume and state openly that other people have the virtue you want them to develop. Give them a fine reputation to live up to, and they will make prodigious efforts rather than see you disillusioned. Use encouragement. Make the fault seem easy to correct. Asterisk asterisk. Tell your child, your spouse, or your employee that he or she is stupid or dumb at a certain thing, has no gift for it, and is doing it all wrong, and you have destroyed almost every incentive to try to improve. But use the opposite technique. Be liberal with your encouragement. Make the thing seem easy to do. Let the other person know that you have faith in their ability to do it, that they have an undeveloped flair for it, and they will practice until the dawn comes in the window in order to excel. 9. Make the other person happy about doing the thing you suggest. Asterisk asterisk. Always keep the other person's benefit in mind. When you make a request, frame it in a way that highlights what the other person will gain from fulfilling it. Whether it's a new title, a sense of responsibility, or a tangible reward, people are much more willing to cooperate when they feel they are getting something valuable in return. ##### conclusion. And there you have it, the complete blueprint to how to win friends and influence people. Dale Carnegie's principles are not about manipulation or deceit. They are about genuine empathy, respect, and understanding. They are about shifting our focus from ourselves to the people around us. When we stop criticizing, start appreciating, and truly listen to others, we don't just win friends. We build deep, meaningful connections that enrich our lives and the lives of those we touch. Whether you are a leader in a boardroom, a parent at home, or just someone trying to navigate the complexities of human relationships, these principles are your guide to a more harmonious and successful life. If you found value in this summary, please do me a huge favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and allows us to bring you more content just like this. And don't forget to leave a comment below. I asked you at the beginning of the video what your biggest communication challenge is. If you haven't answered yet, drop it in the comments now. Or, let me know which of Carnegie's principles resonated with you the most. Is it smiling more? Remembering names? Or maybe avoiding arguments? I read every single comment and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a book snapshot. We have some incredible book summaries coming up that you won't want to miss. Thank you so much for watching, for learning, and for growing with us. Until next time, keep reading, keep improving, and keep winning friends. See you in the next video.